Now, whether you like them boiled, mashed, roasted or chipped, it would seem the humble potato could be the surprising solution to a global food crisis caused by rising population and climate change. It can be grown almost anywhere, requires little water and produces higher yields than rice or wheat. Farmers have long known the potential of what the UN calls a hidden treasure, but now that scientists have unlocked the spuds genome, its rapid future development is within reach, as our science correspondent Tom Clark now reports.
Here in Peru, they've been cultivating potatoes for at least 7,000 years. Now, after rice and wheat, the lowly spud is man's third most important source of food. So it's fitting, in these times of anxiety about future food supplies, that Peru is also home to the International Potato Centre, or SIP, devoted to preserving the world's most complete collection of wild and cultivated potatoes.
This room is the heart of SIP, or the heart of potatoes crop in the world, because here we are keeping the total gene pool of cultivated potatoes, the 4,235 accessions of native potatoes.
Tiny potato plants are held in suspended animation, their roots in a test tube of growth medium. Every 2 years or so they're allowed to flourish, then part of the plant is returned to these refrigerated vaults in a cycle of preservation. As a backup, Dr. Tay's team freeze tissue from each potato variety in liquid nitrogen.
This is our job. We make sure that they will stay alive for a long, long time to come.
But that's not all they do. Shipping their precious potatoes worldwide, this facility has been at the heart of a collaboration that's just revolutionised our understanding of potatoes. Scientists have unravelled the potato genome. They found the spud has a total of 39,000 genes. More than 800 are linked to resistance against diseases like potato blight. Others confer tolerance to frost or drought. Much of the genome work was done here in Dundee, using material sent 6,000 miles from Peru. This is Britain's collection of potatoes, including plants from the high Andes of Bolivia to Mexican tropical forests. The truth is, there's nothing humble about the spud. Just take a look at this lot. These are just a few of the thousands of varieties of plant in this flamboyant dynasty. And it's that genetic diversity that's key to maintaining the potato as one of humanity's most important sources of food.
Because these plants come from such different environments, they're all adapted to deal with different conditions that they find in these environments and different pests and diseases that they encounter. So each different species will have its own set of genes which will help it do that, and having a collection like this allows breeders to mine the collection and basically incorporate these genes into their breeding programme.
But breeding potatoes is a laborious business. Gaynor Mackenzie relies on the aid of this vibrating device. It mimics a bee pollinating her plants. Even then, potatoes don't always breed true. It can take 12 years to produce a new variety. But combining the new genome data with the accumulated ancestry, researchers hope it could soon take as little as 2 years.
Having the potato genome really makes it a lot easier now, because we know where all the genes are, so we can actually start to manipulate those genes and move them around into different varieties much more easily than we could before.
Having a genetic guide to improving potatoes couldn't have come at a better time. New strains of devastating blight are on the rise in Europe, and drought, possibly linked to a changing climate, is ruining harvests. With 9 billion mouths needing food by the end of the century, our staple crops will have to cope with everything the future throws at them.